with me for 3 years, right? That was it. It's great always returning to Bowling Green. I took the drive up here yesterday, the nice 10-hour drive from Ottawa. Hitting the blizzard as I came over the bridge in Detroit. Cars spun out in the ditches everywhere. It was like, yeah, I'm back. But it never fails. I always drag somebody down here with me. 3 weeks ago I was down here and I do some color analyst work now with CBC and Sportsnet, and the guy who does the play-by-play with me, Dean Brown, I dragged him down in here to watch the University of Miami game on Friday night, and he was totally blown away by the whole experience. And this was in one night. This weekend I dragged another friend down with me 10 hours so that he's going to enjoy taking the bowl. We usually go home with the Bowling Green flu when we leave, but it's always a wonderful experience. But and you know, Kenny, what I'm talking about too. Jerry York, when he was here, and of course we all went through different phases of the program, and Kenny was here before us. And the guys that were here before us, and I'm going to make mention of Mark Wells as well, who couldn't be with us tonight, but we certainly celebrate him in the same vein as part of that 1980 Miracle team. That Jerry was a big believer in building a bridge, a strong bridge. And the only way that you could build a program was to make sure that the bridge had a solid foundation, and that the people that were here before us built a strong enough bridge for the people after that they could walk across it. And Kenny, you guys did a fabulous job of building an outstanding bridge for the rest of us to walk on and have the success that we had here. It's been nothing but a positive experience for so many of us, and we have a lot of that to thank you for. And when I got given the sheet on Kenny, it was like so many wonderful things to say, but I don't want to stay up here because I want to give Kenny an opportunity, and so many people have said so many wonderful things. But on the eve of the gold medal game, is this incredible? On the eve of the gold medal game against Canada, you guys, I slipped that in there, but I said to my wife, she calls, is the game going to be on? I said, they're playing the U.S. It's going to be on down here, all right? I think we're safe. To have Kenny here, and Kenny, and you correct me if I'm wrong, I mean, you must have done how many interviews in the past 2 days? 15, 20, 30?
30 to 40.
30 to 40 interviews regarding the Olympics and the experience and everything they've done for USA Hockey. These guys pushed college hockey ahead at least a decade. A decade. That's what they did in Lake Placid. And they opened the eyes of someone like me. I was sitting at home in Ottawa playing on a junior team, and all of a sudden we watched this wonderful event take place. And it doesn't matter what country you're from or what team you're on, the event itself was incredible. And the accomplishment that these guys that came out of nowhere with these great personalities and perseverance to do what they did, the accomplishment that they did, woke up everybody and said, hey, these college guys, they're good players. There's a lot of good hockey players playing in the U.S. college hockey system, and it drove people like Mike Pickle and myself and all the people that followed that to come to Bowling Green and to be part of the U.S. college hockey, the whole environment of it all. And because of that, we had the success that we had. And I remember getting here, and Don Woods was the trainer, and I was telling Kenny this morning that he walked up and he handed me my sweater. And he said, you have big shoes to fill, my friend. He goes, don't let me down. And he handed me the number 3. And he told me that it was Kenny's sweater. And it was like, wow, the pressure. Are you kidding me? But it meant a lot to me to have a sweater from somebody of Kenny's stature. And here's a gentleman that we know for the first time, the very first person. We seem to do a lot of things for the first time. But to win a Stanley Cup and an Olympic gold medal in the same year, months apart, I can't imagine what that must feel like, and for Kenny to have the ability to have done that and have all that knowledge and that he has, and the ability to go on and win not just one but 3 more Stanley Cups in the dynasty with the New York Islanders. And I want to thank Kenny personally, because I grew up in Montreal, a Boston Bruin fan and a Bobby Orr fan, and I took a lot of beatings for that. But when I moved to Ottawa, I became a New York Islander fan, and there was a gentleman by the name of Dennis Potvin that grew up and played for the Ottawa 67s under Brian Kilray, and who coached in New York with the Islanders for a period of time. And I became an Islander fan, and I won a lot of money over 4 years. And all the pools if you don't, like, you know, picture Bowling Green and Ohio State Buckeyes playing, and I remember the lineups out the door down the street. The New York Rangers and the New York Islanders to play against each other is one of the most greatest, you know, events you can play in as a player, and the two teams go at it so hard against each other. So to score a goal like that in itself is amazing, and Kenny did that as well. So from 1975 to 79, we know about Kenny's accomplishments here at Bowling Green and All-American. But more than anything, I think it's hard to put into words what that Miracle on Ice team did for so many of us. And it really is impossible to thank you and what you guys did, because that's the main reason why I found a love for college hockey and came down here in the first place. And to be able to be a part of Bowling Green and to be able to say that I came here and followed on the heels of Ken Morrow is outstanding. So without further ado, I want to introduce Mr. Ken Morrow.